So naturally, when Valve was creating Half Life Alyx, they mainly intended people to play it on their own Valve index. However, that doesn't mean that you can't play it on other platforms, and they have gone out of the way to make sure it's compatible with pretty much any VR headset you have, even though naturally they much prefer you to play it on the Valve index. Not to mention that the Valve index also has some cool features like a high resolution and a high refresh rate that do suit a game like Half Life Alyx a lot more. But can you play it on the Quest 2? What kind of compromises are you going to settle for when playing on the Quest 2, and what's the experience like? Well, let's find out. So naturally, first things first, you are going to need some kind of Oculus Link cable. It doesn't have to be the one from Facebook because it's really expensive, just anything to connect it up to your PC. And from there, you just have to go into your Quest 2 and turn on your Oculus Link mode, and voila, you should be ready to go. But not quite. Well, because unlike something like the Valve Index, which is more made to work with Steam, with this there's quite a few more steps you need to take before you can play Half Life Alyx for the first time. First thing, if it's your first time using Steam VR on your Quest 2, you need to go into your Oculus app on your PC and turn on support for unknown sources. And once that's going, and of course you've installed Steam VR and Half Life Alyx, simply just turn on Half Life Alyx on your Steam, put on your VR headset, and you're ready to go. However, thankfully, you only have to do it one time. After that, as you can see here, it remembers Half Life Alyx and any other VR games you played via Steam VR. As you can see, it's Nauticus here as well. So that's going to be available in your library tab right here. So from then, you can simply just press play and you're playing Half Life Alyx on your Oculus Quest 2. And of course, you get greeted to that magnificent classic logo, but in VR. It's really creepy, actually. I wonder how that logo would look if Valve ever decided like some like cooking mama game, and then it just starts off with that. So when you're in the game itself, how does it differ on the Quest 2 compared to other platforms like the Valve Index? Well, there is definitely a few things to keep in mind. For example, let me just quickly empty my gun, put in a new magazine, and now what you have to do is you slide to load a bullet into the chamber as so. But as you can see, because you're in VR, you're gonna most likely be hitting your controllers next to each other because, well, you don't see where they are, and because of the giant rings on them, and you basically have to just smash those rings together in order for the game to register you're actually trying to chamber a bullet. That is annoying, and on other platforms where you don't have these obnoxious rings, that won't be a problem. Another issue is when it comes to grabbing stuff, because there is no perfect way to map all your fingers. So as you can see, the triggers at the bottom are mapped to your bottom 3 fingers. 3 fingers being mapped to a single button, and then the bumpers are mapped to your pointing fingers. However, then for your thumbs, well, you simply have to like press down, but not fully press down, just, you know, lay your fingers down on any of the buttons at the top, which doesn't sound like a big problem, but in the heat of battle, it's very easy to just grab something, try to grab it with your thumb, and instead, as you can see, you just press a menu or something, or just move around like that, which is also very common for me. When I try to just grab something, the joystick on the left is also the button you use for moving, so you just wander around the place, which can be very disorientating. However, apart from that, they made a pretty good job of making the game really feel amazing, even on the Quest 2. And as you can see, it is super atmospheric. Now, naturally, it'll be even more atmospheric if you're playing on a much higher resolution, like on the Valve Index, but especially if you enable the 90Hz mode on your Quest 2, this is still really, there we go. It's still really fun. I don't know where the camera is at this point. He's gonna get up, isn't he? Yep. Hi. Bye. And there's another one. Oh, and here's another thing. Because you most likely be doing quite a bit of moving around, bending down to pick someone or grab someone's, that was accidental. Basically, you're also gonna want a cable that's long enough to support all your exercise that you're getting. So something like the, I believe it's 5-meter Oculus Link cable, which I'm using right now, or basically anything along that length that's maybe not the official cable will work just fine. And then when you're done fighting headcrabs, you just quit out the game and you'll be in a Steam VR menu ready for you to play whatever you want to play next in VR. So there it is, everything you need to know about playing Half Life Alyx on the Quest 2. It's still an amazing experience, even though the Valve Index does have some stuff that will make it even better. For example, the fact that it supports individual finger movement, which would make grabbing stuff feel a bit more natural. But apart from that, it is still an amazing experience. And if you do have a Quest 2, then you have to try Half Life Alyx yourself. It truly is an amazing game. Or if you want to spend your money on something else, then how about instead check out my Patreon, which can be linked down in the video description below. Because even $1 a month goes a long way in helping my channel and allows us to make way better videos and also videos on way more interesting topics. I'd also love to find my Patreons, Gavin Burns, Ryan, LKB, Naomi Sushi, Tiffany Jacobs and Wolfie. Thank you all so much. You make videos like these possible with all the lights and of course the VR and the green screen behind me. Down there you're also going to find our Discord server if you're going to talk to me or also this or whatever else really. And also down there's our Amazon Associates links if you're going to pick up a Quest 2 yourself. And our old customs affiliate link if you want an awesome customizable keyboard. And that's what it is, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to subscribe, like, whatever. And I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.